The big game is fast approaching, but wait, you still haven't got your tickets. You've spent hours searching, but you're still confused about ticket prices. Time to stop searching. Visit ticketcompare.com. We compare ticket prices for all the popular leagues and tournaments for you. We work only with the most trustworthy sites, so you can have peace of mind when buying your tickets. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
Good afternoon.
Harry, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Just a reminder on the embargoes.
Yes, well.
So you got that. So embargo till 6 a.m. Wednesday. Followed by, we'll do a short windows at the end for questions for Wednesday, 10:30.
Okay. Harry, this is getting to be a bit of a habit, you getting called up for the England squad. Are you getting used to it, or is it still very special and something of a surprise every time you get that call?
No, definitely every time I do get that call, it's a special moment. A moment that I'm really proud of. That Thursday when the squad gets announced, I'm sat by my phone waiting for the text, and no, it's a special feeling when it comes through. Like you've said, I've been here the last few camps, so I'm getting used to the surroundings, the staff, the players. But no, it's a special moment every time I get the call up.
Does it put any more pressure on your club form? The fact that you now know that the England manager and his team are probably watching every game you play, either on tape or live?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say the bigger games you play in, the more pressure there is in football. But all footballers, we play under pressure a lot of the time in training, in games, especially in big games, like I've said. So no, I know I need to perform for my club. That's the main thing. Play week in, week out, and keep performing. And hopefully, like he has this camp, he trusts me and brings me into the squad.
With your confidence as high as it is, are you in the best form of your career right now?
Yeah, I'd say so. Obviously, last year broke into the Hull side, playing the Premier League, and I felt like I held my own last year. But this year, I really feel like I've stepped on, and thanks to all the staff at Leicester, and obviously Gareth in bringing me in great faith in me and bringing me to the England setup, and obviously learning off better players and great players around me. I think it's improved my game all around.
I mean, you mentioned Southgate there. He has had high praise for you and John Stones and Joe Gomez in the back three that played in the last autumn internationals in particular. It looks like you guys are full square and front and circle, the favourites maybe in those positions, especially when he's not picked the likes of Gary Cahill and Chris Smalling. Do you feel that?
No, I feel like every time he does give me the call up and you see there's good players who don't make the squad, especially in our position at the moment. There's a number of players who we could select from. You've seen with him bringing Tarkowski and Mawson into the squad, and no, it's a position that's up for grabs, as every position is. And at the moment, all what I'm trying to do is, like I said, play week in, week out for my club, impress, and when I come to England, try and play and try and perform.
It must feel like an extra compliment though when you look at some of the names that he's left out. I mean, Gary Cahill's the most obvious, but Chris Smalling, Michael Keane, players that have played a lot for England. Been captain, Gary Cahill as well on a number of occasions. You've been chosen ahead of them.
Yeah, definitely. Like I've said, they're good players. They've played a lot of games for England, and there's a reason why they've done that. They've had good experience at the level. But no, like you've said, it does give me confidence. It gives me great belief that Gareth wants me. He trusts me, and he trusts the other players as well who we're playing with. And no, fingers crossed, it carries on.
How much of the renewed success at Leicester is that having on your confidence when you come to an England camp like this? And I wonder how you see that battle for 7th spot at the minute. Yeah,
it's an intriguing battle. Burnley have been great all year, and then there's Everton coming strong as well. And there's numerous teams who's after that 7th spot. But like you've said, if your team's doing well, your club team's doing well, it's easier to play in a winning team. And when you are winning games, it is easier. You do get confidence from it, and starting to keep more clean sheets, obviously, which is good for a defender. And coming into camp, it does give you bigger confidence and able to do better things. He doesn't pick easy friendlies, does he, Gareth Southgate? You had Brazil and Germany in the last round, and now you've got Holland and Italy in this schedule. What's that like from a player's perspective? No, it's definitely better. We feel like we want to test ourselves against the best. You've seen the last five or six friendlies now. They've all been against top opposition, and none more so than the 2 games coming up. We know it's going to be tough. Tough games against good teams. But no, we're relishing the challenge and we're looking forward to it. One final question from me about the diplomatic situation with Russia, and I know this is a difficult one, but how do you feel about that? Does it make you unnerved in any way? Would you have any concerns about your family going to watch you at the World Cup, for example? No, I wouldn't have any concerns at all. I think at the moment it's out of our control. The the main priority obviously is our safety and security, but we'll leave that into people who's higher than us to decide whether and what's happening. But I'm sure if we do go to the World Cup, which I'm sure we will do, it'll all be safe and secure, and everyone will be raring to go.
Hi Harry, just get your thoughts first and foremost of Harry Kane's not here, obviously with injury. Sort of how sort of significant is that in terms of going to these 2 games without such a great striker? No,
obviously it's a massive loss. The form that he's been terrific over the last couple of seasons now, and every time he's played for England, he seems to score. So he's a big player for us, no doubt. But we've got some good players coming in and replacing him, and we've got strength and depth in that forward areas that we can hopefully score some goals over the next couple of games, and then obviously Harry can get a good quick recovery, and we can look forward to having him at the World Cup.
Of course, one of the players you know very well in Jamie Vardy. I mean, sort of how do you assess how well he's playing at the moment in this season?
No, definitely. I think especially in recent weeks, I'm not sure about his goal scoring record, but I think he's scored. I think he's 7 in 7 or something around that. No, he's been phenomenal in the recent weeks, and he seems to be popping up with big goals at crucial times. So no, he'll be coming here in full of confidence, and I'm sure he'll be looking forward to playing and hopefully scoring goals.
Is this a real opportunity? Because of course we all assume Harry will lead the line, but Jamie's proved himself as a quality striker himself.
Yeah, definitely. You've seen over the past couple of years in big games, especially against big teams, Jamie Vardy normally scores. He's done it this year for Leicester, and he's scored a few goals for England as well when he's come on in crucial games. So no, we know what he can do. He'll be looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing him scoring a couple of goals over the next couple of games. I
think you played against him when you were at Hull. I mean, how hard is he to keep quiet?
No, he's a nightmare. I play against him in training each day. He's a nightmare to play against. You could ask every defender in the Premier League who plays against. I reckon they'd say Vardy's one of the worst to play against week in, week out. His pace frightens you. He's so quick. He causes trouble for everyone on the back line. But no, he works tirelessly as well. So he's a good player. I'm pleased he's on my team week in, week out.
And he's 31, but he seems to show no signs of age. Like, he doesn't seem to have, as far as you're concerned, has he lost any yard of pace whatsoever?
No, definitely not. I think you've seen in this year, especially coming towards the end of the season, I think he's come on stronger, and you've seen that he's 31, like you've said, but he looks after himself really well, and I'm sure you could ask him, but he's in great form and in great nick, and I'm sure he'll be looking forward to it.
And just one last one from me on strikers. Just assess what you sort of think of Marcus and Danny Welbeck as well, who may get an opportunity.
Yeah, the 2 top players. Obviously been around the England camps. Marcus is a young player who's a great player. He's got great ability, and I'm sure he'll go and have a really successful career. And obviously Danny's coming back playing now recently, and I'm sure he'll get his opportunity and start scoring goals.
Hi Harry, John Murray from the BBC. You said that Jamie Vardy's been a nightmare every day in training. Do you think he's made you a better defender?
Yeah, definitely. I think the better players you play with, the better players you play against, I do feel like it does improve you. Obviously the experience of coming across someone as Jamie in training day in, day out, it does make me a better player, be able to read situations better. But no, like I've said, in recent weeks, I think Jamie's been really good for us at Leicester, and long may it continue.
Have you played the best football of your career so far this season?
Yeah, I'd have to say so. Obviously playing for Leicester, top half Premier League club at the moment. Got to the quarter-final of the league and FA Cup, and it's been a successful season up to now. As long as that we can push on for the rest of the season and hopefully get that 7th spot, built myself included. Obviously to get the call up for England is a dream come true. A proud moment for myself, and I think that replicates me having, like you said, probably my best season of my career.
And so, tell us how you think you're a better defender now than you were a year ago.
I think you do pick up little bits and bobs each day in training. Like I've said, playing with better players, playing against top players in the Premier League. I think obviously the first year it's all new, and I think experience is a big thing, especially playing in the Premier League. It's a different game to any other league. The tempo is really high, and I think, like I've said, I think the main thing is experience, but learning off other people, learning off new coaches. I've had a lot of new coaches, obviously working under Gareth, working under the new coach this year, Claude. I think you just keep picking up little bits and bobs from each individual, and I think it does help improve you.
And Wes Morgan as well. I watched the 2 of you on Sunday. You know, you seem to have a very good understanding together. What do you get from him?
No, he's a top player and he's a top captain as well. So no, he's definitely a person who I do look up to. Someone who I do learn off day in, day out, and he's always giving me little things to improve on and little things to work on. And as a partnership, we are getting better with each game. But no, I think we will keep on getting better the more we play with each other. But no, he's something I do really look forward to playing with.
As you say, Gareth Southgate, the manager with England, obviously his specialist position. What's he asking you to do as a central defender?
First and foremost, he wants us to defend. He wants us to keep clean sheets. Like you've said, he's played in that position all the way through his career. And then obviously on top of that, he wants us to try and play out from the back. He wants us to join in attacks and try and build up from the back. But no, there's no one better for myself and obviously the other players in my position to be coached by.
Just one other thing. Obviously, very much play usually as a back four at Leicester. With England, it might be a back three. Is that something that's straightforward for you to deal with as a central defender?
Yeah, I think it is. I think you do get used to it. I think in my career I've played it a few times, quite a lot when I was at Hull under Steve Bruce. He liked to play a 3-5-2-2, so I played it then. But no, I think as a centre back you can get used to playing in the three. I think obviously you've got the responsibility there to maybe step in and try and help out the midfield as well to break the play down as well. So I think it does work in our favour in that terms.
Okay, we'll now take questions. 10:30 p.m. Wednesday in Bath.